Every morning you wake up, but are you really awake? You scroll, you sip, you work, you repeat, and one day you whisper to yourself, life feels boring. But what if it's not your fault? What if your brain is stuck in a loop and you have been unknowingly doing just one thing again and again every single day? This is chapter 1, and in this chapter we are going to know that why deeply you feel bored. So most of the people think that they feel bored due to the external things in their life, like their college, city, their mobile phone, the people around them. They are very boring, and that's why you feel bored. But this is only a surface level. The real root is psychological inertia. Now think about it. You wake up in the morning, then use your mobile phone, scroll Instagram, eat something, go to your work, again eat something, scroll your phone, and you sleep in the night. And that's your everyday cycle. Now nothing is necessarily very bad in this cycle, but you feel bored because you're not doing anything new. In scientific manner, human brain loves to do those works which are easier and repeated in actions like brushing, walking, using your mobile phone, scrolling Instagram, eating something. That's it. These things are good for survival, but they are terrible for engagement. And that's why you feel bored. Not just because you are very busy, you are doing everything, but still you are doing the same task in 100 different ways, but you're not starting anything new. And that's how your brain locked itself in a safety loop. And this safety loop is very dangerous because you're not learning something new. It means you're not engaging your brain. Your nerve cells are dying. You are not making any kind of mistakes, and that's why you feel safe. You're not exposing yourself to difficult situations so that you avoid these changes in your life. And that's the real reason that you feel very bored in a day. Now we had understood that what is psychological inertia and how it is wired to your brain. So let's now dive into this topic and learn that how to break it, how to break this loop, not just motivationally but also practically. First, you need to learn the pattern interruption. Suppose you want to start something new and then your brain kicks in and said, "No, let's not do this right now. Let's do this later." And you think that, okay, let's do this later, let's not start it. Then interrupt your pattern. Your motivation will not play any role here. What you have to do is, for example, you're going to read a new book, you're starting a new book reading. What you have to do, you have to say it loud that now I am reading this book and I will read this book at least for 5 to 10 minutes. You have to say this loud as you can, 5 to 10 times. And most of the time, you will end up reading that book or you will end up starting your task. This is called starting fiction. The most difficult part is starting anything because after that the momentum kicks in and it becomes easier for you. After that, change your environment. Your brain patterns are triggered by seeing the same environment every single day. If you procrastinate at your desk, then go to a cafe or change the layout of your room. Change your environment. Even if you start wearing shoes at your workplace or at home, your working mode in the brain gets activated and the boring autopilot mode in your brain will reduce. The system in your brain which gives you the boredom and start making you lethargic was triggered, was alert by seeing the long task, the long new task. So what you have to do is start every single task by doing it only just for 2 minutes, not more than that. If you want to start reading a new book, start it by reading 2 minutes. If you want to start meditation, start deep breathing only for 2 minutes. It gives your brain some time to manage it and reduce the resistance. Then you have to interrupt the neuroplasticity. See, in your brains there are some neurons and these are connected into similar pathways. What your brain do, it is comfortable in following the similar pathways that was made in the neurons. But what you have to do is you have to break some pathways and make the new ones. Like if you go on a walk, then start picking up a different walking route. If you listen to a similar kind of music, then start listening to a different kind of music. start speaking to different kind of people, some new people as well. And then you'll start breaking the old neuroplasticity in your brain. In previous chapters, we had discussed about the psychological inertia, we had discussed that how to break it. But now, let's discuss that how to convert that, how to transform that breakthrough into momentum. You need to be consistent. Doing a single thing only one time doesn't change your life. But doing that thing in a pattern, in a routine, will bring the change. You don't need to do everything in a single time. Break those tasks and do that in a momentum. Then you need to shift your identity. If you keep saying that I am a lazy person, then your brain will follow the laziness. But if you keep saying that no, I am a doer, then your brain will start making you act like a doer. And also you need to be aware. You need to start focusing that what your brain is doing. Like you need to be aware that while eating, am I using Instagram or YouTube for 45 to 50 minutes regularly in every single day? Sometimes you don't even know that you are scrolling the reels, but your brain is in a pattern that it makes you scroll the videos for hours and hours. If you feel you are stuck in your life just because you are lazy or you are unmotivated, that's not. Because your brain is wired into something known, and that known can be very boring. So what you have to do, you have to interrupt that known. You have to start breaking it and start making new patterns. And that's where your life begins. That's where your life changes. And that's where you grow towards a growth. That's how magic begins.